Hello, I am the Dynasty Wrestling General Manager John Barnett, here with some major announcements coming up here in Dynasty. As you may know, the Superwoman tournament is coming up, but also coming up is the Intergender Tag Team Tournament. We were supposed to do it last month. We're doing it this month because we didn't have time to do it last month. Give some talent some rest. You know. So, obviously, the first thing on the agenda on March 3rd, we will hold the 2024 Intergender Tag Team Tournament, which will put men and women teaming with each other. That's what it's going to do. So, without further ado, I'm here to announce the teams. It's going to be one man and one woman per team. Let's get into it. Obviously, our first team. Now, obviously, our teams might not get along with each other. But our first team will be Angel Dominguez and Layla Siren. That is going to be one hell of a team that will compete in this tournament. Our next team will be the team of former Dynasty Women's Champion Bad Amy and Nikki Sutton. It'll be interesting to see how these two work together if they can. Next up, we got a husband and wife duo, as it is Corey King, former Dynasty Hardcore Champion and former Dynasty Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, versus the three-time Dynasty Women's World Champion Jennifer Bell. These two are the husband and wife duo in this tournament. But they aren't the only ones, as the Ghost, two-time Dynasty World Tag Team Champion, the Ghost, teams up with his wife, the Queen, who has been having some sort of a resurgence as of late. Can't wait to see how that goes. I mean, we gotta get some OWW representation in here. The team of former OWW Women's Champion Ecstasy and Jay Lopez. No stranger to being here in Dynasty. They team up at the Intergender Tag Team Tournament. We have had husband and wife duos. How about father and daughter duos? As Johnny Grant teams with his daughter Victoria Grant. In this year's tournament, that'd be one interesting team to watch. I mean, last year's winners have to be in this tournament this year. I mean, of course, it has to happen. Last year's winners, James Blade and Samantha Taylor, will team up again this year. Can they go back to back 2 years in a row? And finally, it's stablemates, as the United Dragons, representing it, Alexandria and Takashi Nagata. Both will be representing the United Dragons in this tournament. Up and comers, let's see how they do. We see this tournament this Sunday. Now that is one hell of a lineup for the 2024 Intergender Tag Team Tournament. But now, the announcement you guys have been waiting for. Who's going to be competing in the 2024 Superwoman Tournament? Well, we have gone through a lot of women this year. We have narrowed it down to 12 that can compete. Let's see who these 12 women are. Starting in the A block, we have the United Dragon member and former Dojo Women's Champion, Alexandria, the Sister of Pain. How far can she go, and how many points can she gather in the 2024 Superwomen's Tournament? Obviously, this tournament needs a bit of OWW flair to it, as Cameron Frost, former OWW Women's Intercontinental Champion, competes in the 2024 Superwomen's Tournament. A main roster call-up coming in hot, as we got Your Ultimate Desire former Dynasty Dojo Women's Champion, Jada Jackson, entering this year's tournament. We spoke about her earlier, three-time Dynasty Women's World Champion Jennifer Bell, the Golden Beauty herself. One of the most decorated women's wrestlers here in Dynasty. Can she pull off a Superwoman's victory? Again, in recent months, has been on the rise, the Mistress of Darkness representing Dead End, the Queen. Let's see how she can do in the 2024 Super Women's Tournament. And once again, another decorated athlete in Dynasty as the Nuke, Urena Young, former Dynasty Women's World Champion in and of herself, has made a name for herself and has become a decorated talent here in Dynasty. Correction, she's actually a two-time Women's World Champion. Let's see how she does. That is the A block of the 2024 Super Women's Tournament. But I know what you're wondering now. What about the B block? Well, time to show you. We have three-time Dynasty Women's World Champion, ladies and gentlemen, as Alice Sabin competes. A shot to make history. Can she become the most decorated woman in Dynasty history? Former Dynasty Women's World Champion, the Deathmatch Princess, decorated wrestler in the EFED community, Bad Amy, will be in the 2024 Super Women's Tournament. She missed last year because she was the champion by this time last year. Let's see how she can do in the tournament. This is a big deal, this next one. As Layla Siren, winner of the 2021 Super Women's Tournament and two-time Dynasty Women's World Champion, as well as longest reigning Dynasty Women's World Champion of all time. So, she knows what it's like to win this tournament. Let's see if she can do it for a second year. Didn't do all too well last year, but Samantha Taylor is back in this tournament, and she's willing to work. She's going to put the work in, hopefully this year, and finally win the Super Women's Tournament. Let's see how she can do. The former Dynasty Dojo Women's Champion. Here she is, the previous Dynasty Women's World Champion, Sarah Boyd. Finally was able to achieve that goal, though it didn't last long. Let's see if she can recapture all that gold by winning the Super Women's Tournament. And finally, she is the daughter of one Johnny Grant. Victoria Grant looks to achieve a goal and win this tournament so she can move on to Fight Fest. Can she do it? Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we come to the end of the announcements. Hope you guys are ready for these tournaments. Hope you guys are ready for the women to finally show what they are capable of. I know I'm ready. I'll see you guys next time.